This past election, Washington State passed Initiative 594, meaning universal background checks for all sales and transfers of firearms. Yeah, you heard right, transfers. I'm almost positive a good number of people voted yes on this amendment, thinking it only applied to sales. You have megalomaniac billionaires like Bloomberg and Bill Gates who threw millions behind what they're trying to convince the world is common sense gun legislation. So common sense that it takes 18 pages to explain it. Albert Einstein explained the theory of relativity using Mariah Carey's initials in the number 2. There's nothing about a law that takes 18 pages to explain that's simple. And the people of Washington are about to be caught up in the law's vague language. Under I-594, you can be a law-abiding soccer mom one minute and then a full-blown criminal the next. Say someone tried to kick in your door the other day while you were home with your kids. So you went and bought a Glock. When your friend hears about what happened, she starts to think about buying a gun to protect her kids too. If you hand her the unloaded Glock so she can get a feel for it, that's an illegal transfer, and you are now a criminal. Please, someone tell me the last time a soccer mom went on a mass shooting rampage with the gun she bought without a background check. God help people like me in Washington who try to teach a cute girl who lives alone how to shoot a gun with one they own. Now, they have to take her to an FFL dealer, get a background check, pay tax and transfer fees, and then after they're done, they have to go back and do it all over again to transfer the gun back. Miss any steps along the way, and you're now a criminal. Then there's the awesome father who wants to help clean his son's rifle. As soon as the son hands his father the rifle, both the son and father both become criminals. Because under I-594, if the son hands his father the rifle without going through the background check and transfer requirements, both the son and father become criminals. Wait, I'm not finished. Under this law, if I had a girlfriend whose stalker broke into her apartment earlier that day and I gave her a gun that night in case he came back, that's a crime. And when the stalker was finally caught and taken to jail, my sweet girlfriend gives me the gun back, that's another crime. This actually happened to me. Thank God it was in Texas. Then there's the poor widow whose husband just died and had a large collection of guns. Under I-594, if the grieving widow didn't like guns and wanted to sell them to her deceased husband's best friends and some of her grandkids, they would all have to go through an arduous process of getting a background check and incur transfer fees for all of the guns. So, what happens from here? Well, we watch and wait as the citizens of Washington State learn what life with a universal background check system is like. We'll watch as the good people of Washington State flirt with criminality. Meanwhile, the real criminals will continue to buy and transfer their guns the same way they always have, by making straw purchases, stealing them, or buying them on the black market. Think about it. Even if you forced every single gun purchase to go through a background check without exception, what's to stop criminal Joe from sending his girlfriend Kim into the gun store so that she gets the background check and have her walk out with the guns just to give to him so he can go and sell them on the black market? That's right, nothing. But hey, let's two-step in the name of love because we created a feel-good law that has the prohibitive ineffectiveness of a condom with a hole in it. The best thing we can do as gun owners to stop this thing from spreading to other states is to keep an eye on it. Publicize it every time this law turns a law-abiding citizen into a criminal. Share it on social media. Don't turn your eyes away from Washington State, and don't give up on the good people who live there. In an attempt to make gun owners look like they're being unreasonable, anti-gunners will say things like, "No one's coming to try to take your guns." And they can say this because their tactics are subtle, misleading, and inconspicuous. Ballot initiatives like I-594 is nothing more than a Trojan horse. Unfortunately, these initiatives will begin to sweep across the country as a way to chip away at our Second Amendment rights. The protection of the Second Amendment isn't a battle, it's a war. Sure, we'll win some battles in between, but if you think the people on the other side are less adamant about eroding our Second Amendment rights than we are about protecting them, then I have a ghost gun with a .30 caliber magazine clip that dispenses 30 bullets in half a second I want to sell you.